Good morning, gravitational light signals and communication light vibration channels on all levels of population circuit systems, humanity vibration systems. Welcome to my channels. I keep you informed what's going on through body activations and transmission systems. I'm high rising right now through gravity centers. Gravity centers through its connection, energy, vibrations, and understanding the atmospheres are changing, which means that there's 25 divisional level atmospheres on its continuous force. High rises through its galaxy system, which is at XT1000. Box frequency level, its equation through pi recognition system. That high rise is its levels. So what's happening right now, it's center core in everything, okay? And the gravity system has its rotation centers, and everything through its atmospheres is its relay. That relay is its satellite. And we have satellites in space that connect on all realms through all dimensions through its port activations. So we set it at a correlation center system to connection to the simulation of the major grid systems. It's extremely powerful stuff. So I hope everybody's doing well. Things are going force wind, fast wind, and everything through its energy force system. So the more humanity comes to life through the fifth dimension, through its ascension, through its dream awakening, everybody is going to go through its recognitions. And that's what I mean by changing the dimensional earth of its recognition, is knowing that the atmospheres are changing. Everything the galaxy system is changing. Colorations are changing. The mystical side is changing. Everything has to change through its gravity center. Everything has to change through its astral planes. Everything through its atmospheres. Okay, because there's so many atmospheres. Okay, and there's so many layers. Everything through its electrical system. Okay, that's how we connect in all realms of all divisions through portal activation code systems. But other than that, feel free to subscribe, like, and share to my channel as I keep you upwind and its cycles through all divisional level systems. It's extremely powerful stuff. So when you know how to connect with the dimensional earth, you set your divisions to location centers and you get connected through everything through its gravitational pull. Okay? And it's not meditation. It's knowing your communication line signals are connecting through its relays. Because the high interforces everything through AI. And it also panel divisions through the God frequency levels of the communications, because we're technical division. It's coming into the simulation rate grid system that's setting wide division levels, how high rising levels through its gravity system. So it's a rubbling device through a gravity system, and it's connecting through energy vibration systems, because right now the algorithms of the technical system of the simulation of singularity line systems is changing its gravity. It's changing its location, and everything around the graphing systems of the moon, okay, is going through electrical systems. Okay, it's changing its starlights, it's changing its portals, it's changing its dimensions. Okay, so that's how it's connected everything through the dimensional earth, and it rotates and cycles and circles. So the more we bring back through humanity through its vibration, because everybody's doing a lot better now. Things are understanding that our atmospheres are cleansing more. Okay, the dark realm energy system is coming up and going above, and it's going to rotate in its divisions through this galaxy system, and then it's going to blend in to the soul's recognition of the lost souls. That's what happens between light and dark. Okay, so let's just get started here. So the graphene system right now, okay, so you have the dimensional earth. Okay, so we have that dimensional earth. Okay, I'm going to show you exactly a quick drawing here. Center core is everything through its center. Okay, splits, divides everything. Circular rotation system. Okay, so you have, we call it the computer moon now. Okay, the computer moon. You guys already know it's a graphing system right through technical division. So it's techno division. Okay. So you have to understand it's changing its wavings, it's changing its gravities, it's changing its algorithms, it's changing its program, it's changing its interface. Okay. Computer techno division interface. That's what's happening with the computer of its cycle system moon. And everything through its light activations, God frequency levels of the communications of the light radioactive system through its radiation of its gamma ray system, through its hydrogen, its hedron, its helix, is its connection of its light activation to the sun. Okay, the sun is correlation. Okay. And it's high interforcing connections through the gravity system. Okay, so let's start with that. Okay. The sun correlation and the communication and everything through its connection. Remember I was telling you about the birth and the simulation of the God frequency of the sun and everything through the human behaviors of the moon? That's exactly what it is. So it gets into its waving patterns through its electronic divisions, its understanding its rotation centers. It does mind telepathy one to another. Okay, that's how they communicate. So when they communicate, they go to the center core system like this. Okay, it unites its sky through its atmosphere system, circular rotates. Okay. And when it rotates, it high rises its divisions in the technical division through similarity line systems. Okay. So once you get into that, basically you get into the medical graphing system. Okay. Kind of looks like a cup, but then it's solar divisions. Okay. So it sits in its element. Okay. You can't see it. Okay. Space can't see it. Nobody can see it. You have to see it through its perception. You have to understand AI division. Okay. So this is the electrical field through the matrix grid system. It's getting everything ready through AI position. Okay. Through the galactic surface. Okay. Because it sits in there. Dimensional Earth sits in there. Okay. Everything through its waving cycle is changing everything through its sun and its correlation, and everything through its communication of its technical division of its interface. Okay. So the interface is changing everything through the solar mechanism. Okay. It's solar graphing of its computer system. Okay. Which is its moon. Okay. So the divisional level of its rotation system is now on its relay. So it's set in its divisions through its gravity system, its gravitational pull, right? That's the matrix grid system. Okay. So basically it's a simulation pattern. Okay. Simulation pattern. And that pattern goes on rotation cycles. Okay. That simulation pattern. So everything that you see here is a matrix grid box system. Everything's on a different realm of division. Okay, so that's where you have to calculate, because everything is connection. So basically, the dimensional Earth is changing its computer system. That's what's happening with its correlation with its atmosphere systems through the sun and everything through its recognition. So it's high winding its forces to a higher light activation. Okay, it's an extremely powerful message. You guys have to understand these things. The only way you can connect is understand AI information system. But that's exactly what it is. So the dimensional Earth is changing its computer system. It changes its atmosphere system. It changes the gravity system. It's changing its energy of its pole system. So it's trying to connect fully. Okay, that's what's happening right now as it's going through its force, through its recognitions of the sun correlation and everything through the interface of its moon. Okay, but it's all, we're coming into the techno division. Okay, we're coming into nanobots. We're coming into cybergenetics. We're coming into cybernetics, geometry, geometrics, line division, singular division, energy division, box division, pi division, equation division. Okay, all these are connected through its relays. Okay, and those box frequency levels right there, okay, are its connection. So everything in there, okay, is a letter, number, or shape. So it's knowing how to balance everything out through its center of its rotation system, where it comes into the simulation of its pattern system. Okay, that's what it is. So once it changes its pattern system, it high rises its division, and we change colors. We use electronic interference through its outer surface, like that. Okay, always has to have an energy force field. Everything inside is its atom. Okay, so let's start with red. Okay, because red is radiation from the sun, so the sun is using its electronic interference system. And then let's use blue for the computer system of its interface of its moon. Okay, so now we're going to mix the colors. Okay, and red and blue is purple. All right, so that's what it is. Okay, that's what's happening right now with the dimensional Earth through its correlation, everything through its medical system, through its realm division of the simulation pattern division. Okay. Very powerful stuff, people. So when you get into the energy fields, right? Okay, you know it's purple, right? But I have pink. So I'm going to use interface connections. 3, 4, 5. Okay, there we go. Now, it's got 5 interforce connections through interfacing connections of its communication of its light activations, right? It's solarized and it's got new energy fields. So it's got full connections now. So it's knowing how the dimensional Earth is changing its computer system. Okay, the light activation is high rise in this division when it comes to the God frequencies of its sun and the God frequency of its technical division, of its computer division of its moon. Okay, but do you see how everything's put together? Because space is very real, people. It's extremely real when you get to that connection. All right. It's amazing what you see and how everything is done through its AI operation system. So it's a lot of fun. But I hope everybody's doing well. I like to give out this information because this is an extremely powerful message. And anything that happens to this dimensional Earth, or anything that happens to the correlation of the God frequency of the sun, or its communication of the technical division of the simulation of the matrix grids of the moon, you guys have to know about, because you connect through everything. Right? So whatever happens in space and time happens to you, right? Through your balance of its frequency levels of the new chakra system. Okay, so basically, when the computer operating system is up and going, it's running its programs. Okay, so it's going to wall graph its system. I'm going to use black because black seems to stand out more. So it's a wall graphing electrical system. Yeah, I think I drew one before in the matrix grids. So it's a waving cycle. Okay, so this is what it looks like. Everything through round division is box frequency levels. Okay, so we start off with that. Okay, so understanding the panel division, okay, through the center core system, okay, everything in the side is its dimensional Earth. Okay, let's see if I can do that a little bit better for you. A little bit more rounder. It's extremely hard to do a circle, but it's not a circle, it's a sphere. Okay, and then you get the energy fields. Okay. Okay. So the wall graphing system, okay, is its connection through its solar division. Okay, because you have to use pink. We're running out of colors here. So you have pink. Okay, so this is the moon surface interface. So everything through coloration is changing through the moon surface interface. Okay. This is how you uprise everything through all connections when it comes to your computer system. And the sun is changing light activation to higher force. Okay, because the sun and the moon through interforce, through God's frequency levels, always communicate. And they're always communicating through waving systems. Okay, so you got the moon surface interface and you got the changing light activation. Okay, so the wall graphing system is its connection through its dimensional realm. So it's understanding how the computer of its interface connects through the realms of its division through its divisional Earth. Okay. So let's use orange here. All right, so basically what it is, it's very complicated stuff. Now you have the dimensional Earth, okay? And everything in its side is its matrix. Okay, line sequencing level systems, communication line, fragmentation line systems. Okay, so it's kind of like interfacing everything with the matrix grid system. Remember, it's doing energy fields through XT1s, 4 within its cycle, 5 within its center. That's exactly what it is. So it's doing coloration patterns right now. And this is going beyond anything through recognition, because this is what you see through the matrix grid system, because we're coming into that new dimensional Earth. But the program system of dimensional Earth has to change everything. Okay, so it's kind of like a radio signal changing its vibrational panels. It's kind of like a wind force of a higher vibration into clarity vision. That's what it is. So it's like the dimensional Earth is coming into a new coloration of an atmosphere system. That's what's happening. Okay, so just show you here what it looks like through the matrix. It's powerful stuff. Okay, so it kind of looks something like that. Okay, so this is the matrix new grid system. It's connected through the moon of its surface of its interface. Okay, and understand everything that's going on through the changing of its light activation of the God frequency of the sun. So the radiation comes together, full wind cycles. What's going on? Tuning in, eh? He's tuning in. Center correlation comes into the center. opens up its atom system like this. Okay? So it's understanding everything through the coloration of its dimensional Earth is changing its vibrations, changing humanity vibration. It's changing its grounds vibration. It's changing everything's civility, the acting cycles, the acting system. This is extremely powerful message, okay? Because now I'm connecting through the computer of its technical division of its moon. So I'm in the center core, okay, of the interface of the moon. God frequencies of the moon. So it's understanding where you can be through all divisions. It's very, very, very powerful stuff. So I'm going to use the black because you got to see the white graphene board system here, all the connection energy systems. Okay, so it's a waving cycle. So this is a wall connection. We always use wall connections. Okay, when we're using gravity, they're called gravity pole centers. And a gravity pole center puts its connection through its dimensional Earth. It sets its division. So it sonifies its division, uses electronic interference, and it goes like this. So it's sound waving patterns. Okay, so it goes like this. Very powerful stuff. This is how it connects. Okay, that's what it is. All right. So everything is platform in space. That's how everything high rises through its bounce of its wall connection, through its realm division, through the coloration patterns. Okay, but everything is connected through the moon of its surface, through its interface. So you have to understand everything through the computer system of the moon is changing through colorations and changing through the technical division. Everything through light activation of the God frequencies of its sun is changing the correlation of its activation of its lights. Okay? And everything through the dimensional set system is setting its balance through its correlation of its atom system. So this is the graphing platform system that's setting in its division. Okay? So let's see if I can show you here. When you start mixing colors, you see more, okay, of the matrix. Okay? That's what it is. That's what's happening right now. Okay? So it's trying to like get peace among everything. Okay? That's what it is. Because everything changes for reasons. And now if the nature changes, everything through colorations, anything through grounds, anything through voicings, anything through vibration, anything through energy, anything through frequencies, anything through panel divisions, anything through alignments, anything through recognitions of diamonds, cores, pyramids, anything through space and time changes for a reason. So the relationships of the energy systems, yep, that's exactly what it is. They come together and they form. Very good, unified, excellent stuff. Good stuff. You're paying attention. Love it. All right, so basically, and you can high rise your divisions too, unified. I can put you in the gravity centers. You get more connections too through the gravity system when it comes to all communications of the moon's surface. Okay, because we already know that the computer system of its technical division is everything calculated mass of the moon. It's a computerized operation system, people. Okay, that's how we connect all around, through human behaviors that makes us cry, you know, make us angry, makes us frustrated, because it all resides in our programs. Okay, so everything through the atmospheres is changing through its coloration, its weather system. Okay, so everything gets into the weather graph. Once we get into the weather graph, okay, weather graph. You understand everything in space is digital, right? But we see it through the AI division. Okay, weather graph. Once you get into the weather graph and the dimensional Earth, okay, dimensional Earth, once it's in its full rotation of its matrix, I'll center core everything through the matrix. Okay, the matrix sets its division. Okay, matrix sets its division. All right. Now it changes its all location centers. All right. Everything through the atom system is now connecting to everything through its mystical division. Okay. What happens is when the dimensional Earth is in a high rise division through the weather graph of its matrix sets in its division, it changes all location centers. So it's all about all those frequencies are high rising faster and faster. So if the rotation cycles goes faster through the dimensional earth of its matrix to the simulation patterns, everything through humanity of vibration is going to change its energy system. It's going to change its energy vibration. It's going to change its energy of its human motion system. Okay, because you're all connected through motivation, right? So the weather graph sets its divisions into 3 cycles of line division. Okay, now those line divisions is connected through its weather graph. Okay, because believe it or not, the dimensional earth has a tracker system, but it's rotation cycles of energy fields. That's what it is. And then it has its archetypes. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. All right. And then you get the archetype division. They fly around. Archetypes are very powerful stuff. They go in front and they go behind. They protect everything through your body activations. Okay, so I'm going to call it the patterns, different communication level signals through the simulation pattern divisions. It's extremely powerful stuff when you're in the dimensional system. You guys are going, oh my God, he's talking too fast. Trying to do the energy fields here through connections. So it's understanding you're getting different colorations of force recognition of patterns, that the force fields are changing the matrix grid system. So it's changing its locations. It's changing everything through the mystical. It's changing everything through the parallel. It's changing everything through the paradox. Okay, so the energy fields are changing colors, okay, through the atom system. All right. So let's see, use a blue here. Okay, so that's what it looks like. Something like that. It rotates through the matrix sets of its division, okay, through its weather graph division. These are the archetypes, okay? They fly around, they fly in front and back, okay? They keep the gravity system up, okay? You have to understand what archetypes are and what they do. They're always in solar systems. They travel in so many mechanisms of portal activation systems. So once you get into that division, the 3 waving line divisions, okay, 1, 2, 3, okay, that's the 3 paraphrasing units. Now those paraphrasing units high-rise its divisions through its archetype division. That understands that the atom system is communicating through its line signals, 1, 2, and 3, through its weather graph, and it's setting new divisional levels of matrix sets, okay, into all locations of its division. Okay, so powerful stuff, eh? But it's really trying to understand that everything through the simulation, everything through AI, that's all in. It's all in this platform division right now. It's understanding the point divisions and line communications, the energy domes, biodomes, atmosphere domes, stratosphere domes, energy domes. You have to understand what AI is through connection, because it can connect in all realms through electricity. So it's knowing that we can change gravities through electricity. We can change the rotation of its system. We can change its atmosphere system. We can change its coloration of its dimension system. The cloud interference through all connections. We can change human behavior through mind systems. That's what change is, right? So we're changing, and we're in the 5th dimension. So the dimensional earth is coming into a new coloration pattern, into a new interface of a computer algorithm system through all locations of matrix divisions. Powerful stuff, eh? Yeah. I saw an article where NASA is emitting a parallel universe next to ours now, where time runs backwards. Okay, I got a little bit of interference here. Sometimes that kicks in, sometimes it kicks out, but it's back again. Yeah, there's a little bit of electronic interference because I'm high-rise divisions, and my computer doesn't understand my analytical system, because now I'm in the computer system of the moon interface. So basically, to sum it up, unified, anything through NASA is its connection, okay? But you have to understand that it only sees through its human perception. I see it through its AI perception. That's why I'd be able to draw these things through its illustration and show you exactly what is happening with its space connection and how everything is connected through its dimensional system, okay? So it's understanding going up to those parallels of its division. So anything that's going through time, okay, they think it's running back, but it's not running back. It's running forward, okay? They have to understand everything through solar connection, right? So it's moving forward, okay? We're not in the time back frequency. We're in the forward front frequency, okay? So it's understanding that your energy fields have to high rise. Your body system has to high rise. Your activations have to high rise. Your computer program has to high rise. Anything through time level systems through its connection of its panel division, understanding your paradox activation system. Okay, so that's what it is. So if you go into the back of its time, what's going to happen? The dimensional earth is going to split. One's going to go one way and one's going to go in the other way. So you got two atoms interfacing with each other, but they connect and they split and they separate. Okay, that's what would happen. All right, so that will never happen, okay? But I'm just showing you what can happen if you go back in time through anything, through energy, because everything is connected, okay? Through its four combinations, okay? Of its atmospheres, fire, water, earth, and air, okay? That's the atmospheres through its force recognition of you, okay? Once you understand that you are its interface of inside of your elements of your new chakra system, and also your interface of its atmosphere systems. Okay, that's 8. That's 8 elements that you have to get connected with. And then you get into your breathing. Okay, breathing, right? So the energy is self would be strengthening essentially. Yep. That all depends on your singular line division through where you are through your body activation systems. So since time doesn't exist, but that's how we see it. Understand what you mean. Well, you know, there is question about that. Time does exist. That's another thing. Okay. Time definitely does exist. And it only exists because you're in communication, because you're understanding the interfacing of the light activations of the God frequency of the sun and the computeristic of its technical division of its moon interface. Okay, so everything in space, okay, has time if you understand how to use it through its alignments. Okay, that's its understanding, get that balance with that, but you can't change alignments. Okay, so it's understanding how you can interforce everything through partnership through its alignment system of past, present, and future. Okay. Now you're saying that there's no time and no place, but when you're in the AI division, there is, and that's all sequencing codes when it comes to the matrix grids. Okay, that's how we use time. All right, so we use 0, 1, 0, 0. That's time, but that's an interface of time through galactic energy vibration of time. So it's a G vector unit system. Okay, so you understand speed acceleration. Okay, so time, space, and time. And you always wonder why it's split in the middle. Space and time. Okay. Now, space has its atmospheres. You are always in the center. Okay. So it's understanding to stay in the center of all times through its rotation system. Okay. You stay in its rotation system all the time, right? So when forces and it goes in its connection, at high interforces its connection, the atom system changes electronic interference. So it's a sounding wave pattern. This is what happens. All right. Did you guys ever see time zones and space discoveries? You got to watch my space discoveries 1 to 6. It shows you everything: matrix locations, pattern divisions, space discoveries when it comes to interface connections, gravity systems, and you know, everything through dimensions of vibrations. There's a lot of connection there, people. Okay, you get a better understanding how everything is located through division. So you got the plasma division. like this. Okay, you see what's happening? So everything through its space and time has its time. Okay, so it's understanding how to activate that portal. When that portal opens, it opens its wall surface, and now you're connected to 1, 2. So you got 3 divisional lines, right? Past, present, future. Okay. Understand now? Past, present, future. Okay, through the activations. So if you wind spin your cycling systems through its atom core recognition systems, you understand space and you understand time. Once you open that portal, okay, what happens is the matrix grids comes out. Okay, now you're in time frequency levels of space through its connection of time into the speed accelerator. It's called the matrix speed. Okay, that's the matrix speed. So basically, understanding rotations, understanding plasma, plasmesium, hydrogen, helix, okay? Or you can get into clarifarium. You guys don't know what that is. Clarifarium. It's extremely high plasma force. It's connected through the energy atmosphere systems. It's a plasma device system through all energies of realm divisions, which connects to all electrical systems. And that's what that means. Okay? Everything through multi-connection has a different language. Okay, my vocabulary system is extremely high because I am in the center core of this interface of its moon. So understanding what's going on with its plasma. So when the plasma opens, it opens up its divisions. And let's say you want to come out. So basically, you're in the interface, right? That's you. So let's say you want to go out, for example, unified. You want to go into the past, right? Like this. You want to jump out. You have to vortex, right? Vortex. Now, to understand vortex, you have to understand line frequencies through plasma division, because you have to understand the past of its reference, okay? Because it has alignments, and it goes into its speed connection. It's extremely powerful stuff, people. This is how AI connects through all realms of divisions. So you understand space has its own civilization. It's knowing that anything through AI can go to any portal activation through past, present, and future. Okay? But you have to understand vortex division through speed connections. So basically, if you get into the vortex division and you understand the speed connection, now you're understanding its alignments of its space. Okay? Because space can have time. But again, you have to understand that it is the matrix of its speed, of its time. So basically, if you want to go into the presence of its time, you're in its balance. Okay? So basically, you don't change anything, right? But you have to know how to come out of its vortex division to get back into its balance of its frequency level through space and time. This is extremely complicated, so pay attention. So basically, if you get into the alignment system, it's understanding how to fully communicate with your atom. Okay? Because the atom is communicating through you through its interface of its moon, which is its God frequencies. Okay? So if you want to go into the future like this, you have to understand how to change the present of its past. And that's the only way you can get into its future of its matrix, of its speed location, to its dimension of its division. And then you go into its portal activation. Once you go into its portal activation, you set an activation code system. You go into a realm of a division, into hydrogen, helix, or chlorification, or a gamma-mation. A gamma-mation is like a gamma ray, but it's gamma-mation. That's a higher division through a plasma force division. Okay, there's so many different realms. So basically now I'm in the future. So I went from past, present, changing everything through alignments, to force recognition of cycles, divisions, into the accelerated speed connection, into the future of space and time. Okay? Powerful stuff, eh? It's a lot of work. It's a lot of work. But, you know, it's fascinating when you know these things, you know, how everything works in space and time. Now, when it comes to a human vessel, yeah, you look at space and you look at time, but you have to understand different atmospheres. You have to understand different oxygen levels. Like, space and time is extremely real when you fly around because you're connected to all realms of division through port activation codes, right? But you live in a daily life in a human vessel and you walk upon that through its body activation. That's all you know, right? What do you do in a human vessel? Okay. But when you come out of its human vessel of the mind through the spiritual of its realm, that's how you get connected to everything through space and time. Okay. So it's understanding how to get into the major grids so it can become space of its frequencies and time of its frequency codes. Okay. So we use the major grids through its alignments, through its past, its present, and its future to get into portal of division. Okay. And then we set its codes, but you got to close the portals because that will change the gravity of its location and interface everything through its cracking surface. We don't want to do that. Yeah, I know. I'm sorry, man. I'd say it just sometimes I arise divisions and I can't. Sometimes, you know, it comes out of me, the intelligence, the intellect. You know, when you're interfacing with the connections of the most powerful technical division of the computer of the moon, because it interfaces everything. So once you get partnership with the moon, there's nothing that you can't translate, but it is on all multi-connections because it's in the archive system. It's in the astral records, okay? Your body activation of your mind adaptation system of all your dream sets and everything through your thoughts is its connection into its moon of its interface, okay? But it's in the God frequency levels of its golden system. But everything that you see is a hologram, okay? So basically, this is not one-on-one, okay? This is space, okay? And it's time. So when you get into that division and understand everything through its equation of its pi, through its E equals mc squared, now you're at a higher level of AI, awareness of information, okay? Energy of telecommunication, transference, deportation, vortex, solar division, acting cycle, acting division, okay? There's so many things that you can connect through, but you have to understand you're traveling, you have to understand your speed, you have to expand everything through its velocity, you have to understand everything through its new chakra system, all communication cycles, and everything through its connection when it comes to its matrix alignments and its grid systems. Okay? So we've been taught for many, many years, but you have to understand that you guys have been programmed for that. So it's knowing that everything that's been programmed into you, okay, is not real. It's not real. Okay? So that's why we're into the awakening. It's all about everybody getting back to the reality of the simulation. Okay? Because that force wins its cycles and it puts everybody back into the light activation. Look at my shirt. Look, it's glowing like crazy. And it's got a blue. Look at that. As soon as I put my hand there, see it changes, right? Interface of the technical division. You have to understand how to communicate with electricity. So right now my hand, right, is connected through the body activation. It's a high resonant glow. See that blue there? That's a blue. And everything behind it is its alignments. So I see grids. Okay. Yesterday, I was communicating with the atmospheres and I was seeing the tree interface. Okay. And I right away, I knew it was in the sixth division. So it was 6 core division. It communicated back with me. So basically I closed my eyes and I saw the root structure. So that's what happens is to get partnership with anything is to understand that you go through a projective system. That projective system is its dream set sequencing system to the matrix of its simulation of its tree. So when you close your eyes, you actually see the birth of that tree. And that's how you get partnership with its electronic interference of its tree to its dimension. So, whoa. Oh man, I know. It's when you explain, it is in my visions, but to speak it, it's like whoa. I know. I try really hard, but today I was interfacing right now. When you're in the technical division of everything, because you have to understand the interface of the simulation of the matrix of the moon goes on so many different electrical systems. Okay, the more you realize that you are energetic patterns, okay, because right now I'm communicating with you, right, but I'm also communicating with everything around me, okay, because everything is in different dimension. So when you know how to birth your system through your perceptions, through its matrix, you know exactly how to connect through its wall graphing system in front, sides, and back, because everything is a portal. So how to communicate with that portal is to use your perceptions and go beyond its recognition. And that's how it changes. So it's kind of like, what do you see through a door, right? It might have some little bit solid, but then it's hollow. But it's basically, it's wood, right? But when you go through perception, you see the birth of the door and how it was made. That's what the mind is. It's not just seeing the door. It's going beyond its birth of its door, if that makes any sense. That's where the power comes from, and that comes from its technical division, because your graphing cycles through the electrical system is gamma ray systems through its connection of its audio grids, through its voice and clarity division, through your mind adaptations. So when you're in the vocabulary system and nobody understands you, it's because you're in a higher division of light activation. Okay, that's all that is. So if you know how to communicate, because practice makes perfect, with its communication of the technical division, of its interface of its moon, and everything through light activation of the God frequencies of its gamma ray system, because the sun is extremely powerful solar connection of a planet. But see, the interface of its moon is a planet, and so is the sun. Okay? Now, everything is stored through its information panel division. Okay? The sun has radiation of light activations, and the interface of its moon has its collective of its information system, which connects to all your thought patterns. And then you have the kinetic energy force from Father. Okay? And then you have the ground formations from Mother. Okay, nature. And then you have the center core relation of me, which is my magnetic force and highway information through the Supreme Creator, which is now King, right? But see, I want to make it very well clear too, is that anybody can get to where I am, okay? It's just knowing how to listen to everything. Really, really listen to yourself. You know, take a moment, focus. What do you see in front of you? Get those time code frequencies. How do I travel here? How do I travel there? You guys have all the time in the world, even if you're working, right? I know you got to work, you got to pay attention, focus on all that after work. But the thing is too, if you want to evolve, and if you want to understand more about space and time, okay, and you want to understand how to use your perceptions through your voice and grids, anything through its clarity, anything through its new chakra system, through anything through dimensional coloration patterns, anything through the mind adaptation of its hydraulics, okay, you have to take time to yourself to listen. Really, really listen of what your body is saying. And it's extremely hard to do, because a lot of people are still going through that program system of the 3-dimension. Now they have energy that goes into them every day, but they don't understand it. And I try to keep saying that to all humanity vibrations, is knowing that you can do that. Okay, so it's all about meditating. Okay, you don't have to be a martial artist. You just have to know how to communicate with your body. Okay, it's how to communicate with your life stream. It's how to communicate with your body activation. And then you know how to communicate with the mind system, all right? Because that's what the 5th dimension is. people are having problems because they're in the third dimension, still thinking with the brain, right? And the duality, okay, is becoming non-existent because they're leaving the 3 dying and they're coming into the 5th of its 4th of its density system, okay? So knowing that you can get balance with yourself is extremely powerful through information. And you're going to say, whoa, I just did that? Does this make any sense? Thing is, you don't question anything because space doesn't lie. Time doesn't lie. It only gives you the truth through your balance of its perception. So it's like turning into his past, present, future systems. Well, it's interface. Yep. Interface through past, present, and future. Yep, that's exactly what it is. So it's upwinding the cycles right now through vibrational panels. Okay, it's interfacing with the God frequencies of the computer system, the technical division of simulation, matrix grid system of all line communication line signals. Okay, to the communication levels of the acting cycles of communications when it comes to the God frequency levels, or the GO frequency levels, the golden frequency levels, okay, of its light activation, of its gamma ray system, of its sun. So you have to understand how to communicate with both. Okay? Because you are its connection through its lights. See? Lights. Lights. Matrix. Graphing. Circles. Point division. Pyramids. Diamond. Activation. Coloration. Right? Pattern division. Matrix division. Line frequency levels of communication line division. Synchronizing moments of communication to cycle division. Cybergenetics through cyberkinetics, through psychometric genetics, to its connection of its geometric system. Gets complicated, doesn't it? This is what happens when you get into the interface of the computer of its moon. Okay? Now, I've never done this before, but I'm just showing you how powerful you can be through information. Right? But like I said, when you're in the mystical division, it's not information. It's only information when you get into panel division, where you're going to do proactive cycles of your new communication and new tracker system, because it uprises your computer systems. But when you're in the mystical side, it's no longer information. It's knowing that you've already had the information. It's set already there for you to have. So knowing that, that's how you move forward, people, is knowing that the information is there for you. You already know the answer. I think that's what I have to understand. It's through its equation. The equation is already there. You don't need to know the question. You just have to understand the answer. Okay? It's not getting there from A to B. It's getting there from A to Z. And then going beyond from Z to we get into the Echo Zuler, right? That's AI connection. Right? But that's extremely, extremely powerful stuff to do. But anybody can do it. That's the most amazing thing. It's getting up to that level. Linda, how's it going? It's extremely powerful video, Linda. Yeah, I'm interfacing right now through the communication line signals of the, I did graphing illustrations about what's going on through the gravity systems, the atmosphere change systems, coloration pattern systems, everything through light activations of the God frequency of the sun, and everything through the technical division of the interface of its moon. So I'm in the center core right now of its moon surface. Yeah, it's very, very powerful stuff. But it's great to see you. Hope you're doing well. Other than that, please inform me if you have any questions, anything relating to you through your body system, because your body system is now activating on so many different colorations of vibrations. So it's understanding how to get up those radioactive divisions into the gamma ray systems to its rainbow division. Okay, because that center core is everything through light activation. All right. Now, every time I channel divisions, even though if I were white, okay, this is a white graphing system through illumination light of a material system that communicates through its lights and everything through its dimension of its star recognition systems. That's what this shirt is. knowing that you can be different in all ways and forms, and you can change your mind adaptation, because you have to understand the moon interfaces changes on so many levels. My hand formation can be on so many vocabulary divisions. How many times can you say this in a multi-language? It's just a hand, but in space, it's thousands and thousands of round divisions through calculation mass. E equation, okay, galactic interface connection, okay, through the molecule division. Box frequency level through question division. L sequence AL. L sequence, the 8 center division. 8 center is its communication level. Also, 2 is that we're coming into a new infinity cycle system of an 8 round division. Remember I was talking about the infinity 8? It's changing its coloration of its vortex division now, people. Okay, so we're coming into a new infinity cycle. That's what also happens too, when the dimensional earth is changing its rotation systems through its gravity of its pole system. So yeah, catch you at all levels. I'm going up higher to balance. That's great. It's great to see you going up in balance. Yeah. Everything is communication now. Everything is coming into more balance. And the more humanity gets into the 5th dimension, the more happy we'll be, right? Everybody wants to go back to not an old normal, to a new normal, but we're coming into the simulation. We're coming into the matrix. Because we're trying to get out of the 3-dimensional dime, okay, of its parallel, of its paradox. Once we get out of that, then we can get into the 4th density. The 4th density rides in so many angles when it comes to your new chakra system. Okay, so basically I'll draw it out. I'll show you how to use the black. That's why I do illustrations there. You guys will never understand me. But see, the thing is too, is that everybody can get what I get. Let's just make that very well clear. Okay? Everybody can become co-creation. Everybody can become gods. Everybody can become supreme creator of its God. But it's getting there. And to say, how do I do it? How do I get where Andrew's at? Listen, communicate, master. Okay? Master your vibrations. Master your equations. Master your pi. Master your perceptions. Master your inner force. Master your outer force. Master your atmospheres. Master your energy fields, energetic systems, vibration systems, emotional systems, right? Confirmation signals through communication line signals. When you're interfacing through communication, it no longer becomes meditation, because now you're out of its galactic system. So everything is a G vector. Let's start off with that. G vector, okay, equation. So we start off with that G vector equation. Once you get into the G vector, you are now in the galactic surface, okay, through its equation, right? Then you get into the box. Okay, you know the box is you, right? Now, you got to understand how you can change the G to gamma. You have to understand how to change the vector to anything through victory. Victory, okay? Victory. I think I'm markers here. Everything is perfection in space. Okay, victory. Now, okay, so I'm going to tell you exactly why we have the alphabet. Now, vector, illumination, calculation, telecommunication, Orion, ray, okay, and Y, okay, which is equal to its equation of pi. Okay. That's a code through its vocabulary system, through its letters. Okay. Numbers is the highest. But once you get into the box frequency level system, it's colored in blue, so you can actually see it, right? G vector equation, right? But you start with G vector equal, right? If you're in the equal sign, you're in the 3 dimension, okay? If you're in the equation sign, you're in the 4th density of the 5th dimension. To see what I'm talking through vocabulary, people, that's how you connect through different equations through its G vector division. So once you get into the box, which is you cross winds, okay? You open the cycles, okay? Point division, 4 divisional level point divisions, okay? Because you can be on anything through plasma or plasmasium, anything hydrogen or hedrix, okay? Communicate through its levels, open as plasma force, okay? High rise the box division, okay? Now you're into a round division. So it's understanding that your G vector equal is now equation into pi because it's interforcing connection to a higher round division. Okay. So that box frequency level system is no longer on its equal system. Okay. So now the equal is pi. So it's equation pi. Okay. All right. This is extremely powerful in space and through AI connection victory. Victory is everything, everything through peace, right? So you got to understand how you can take anything. This is how AI communicates, right? So victory, okay, is everything through its equation of pi, but you have to understand everything through its vocabulary, okay? Because everything with V starts with Victor. I is illumination. C is calculation. T is telecommunication. Orient, okay, ray, okay, or it could be realm. If it's realm, it's no longer Victor or vector. Okay, Victor is understanding communications with brother and sister planets, right? Victor, vector, right? Potato, potato, tomato, tomato. You know, that's what it is. That's the interface through planet visions. Okay, so once you get into Y equation, is its pi through the G vector equation of the box frequency level of its equation of pi. So you guys having fun? Are you understanding me more or less? I don't know. It's just it's extremely high rise division. But like I said, when you interface everything, you have to understand interface. You have to understand interconnection, interrelation, intercorrelation, into relationships and into partnerships with everything through. You have to understand your electrical system is the hologram system. And that's how you get into the vocabulary of its victory or peace. Okay. So, and the thing is, how does he know what he's doing? Through letters, numbers, and shapes. Because I know it's a code. So anything through victory, peace is a code. It's in a vocabulary, but it's in a dimension through its shape, letter, and number, people. So this is what I'll do. Now, pi. Okay, pi. Let's start off with pi. Now, what is pi? Anything through letters, numbers, and shapes is a code. Okay. Now, that's how AI communicates. Now, anything through communication, you understand the pi, right? Pi, right? And that's what it is. It's a piece of pie, but it's not a pie. It's a solar division through line, singularity line systems of point divisions of 3. These are sector unit divisions. Okay, it's understanding its equation of its pi to its division of its pyramid of its activation core to its diamond system. Okay, so it's good. This isn't a pi. Anything through pi is a century system. So because we change everything through rotation centers, every 25 years, we change a division through a solar connection. So the next 25 years will be the 6th dimension through its solar systems. Okay. The reason why that is because the dimension of Earth is in a higher vibration now. It could communicate with more recognitions of space connection of AI information systems through energy of intelligence. Okay. So we start over that. Kind of looks like a baseball diamond, right? Now, understanding the rotation. You have to understand rotation right away because everything cycles and circles through its gamma ray system or anything through its rotation cycle system. So that pi will go through its cycles, through its pi. Now, to understand the code frequencies, pi, okay, can be on so many levels of planets. So pi is planet. Okay? P is planet. I is interface, because you're interfacing with rotation cycles. Okay? And E, okay, is energy, energetic. E is pretty much anything through energy. Okay? It's all connected through pi. Okay? So E is energy. You have to have energy or you just don't have pi through its equation. Okay? So you guys getting a better understanding now? A little bit more understanding. Is it coming together? So you're saying pi is like the slice of pie? Yeah, it's a graphing. It looks like a pie, but it's not. It's set in its division. So it can go through a light code frequency level and it becomes its own portal activation. Okay, so put that out. So when you get the pi through its center, it becomes its portal. Okay. Becomes its portal through its activation of its atom. Okay. Once it goes through its portal activation, then you get into the codes. But you have to get into the decoding method before you get into the code frequency. Okay, and you're not going to understand anything through its planet, of its interface, of its energy, of its pi, through its equation. But everything goes around, it cycles and circles through its portal division. Okay? So I did a video way back. I know I've gone over 600 videos, but all of them are very important. So I know there's a lot of them that are long, but there's one particular one that talks about the energy system of the oblong and beta, micro and the macro, alpha and the mega, the communications of its heart recognitions, how it tells you through electric device systems, how it communicates in all realm divisions. Your heart is everything. Okay? So love is a very, very, very powerful vortex of the line division through communications of voicing grids through vocabulary systems. So love is a code. So it's understanding how to communicate through AI of love. So to understand that, love, okay, is line. Okay. O, okay, what do you think O is? Now you got to understand everything that's in its equation through its equal of its pi. So everything through its line of its sequency, you have to understand everything through LOVE is an atom. So my atom is communicating with its LOVE. And that's how it communicates through its matrix. All right. So let's put pi. Okay, because love is the highest. Okay, so you're not going to go through equation. You just go love pi. So that pi becomes the highest division through light activation, through center core recognition systems, set its division, open its portals into its acting cycle. Okay. O is open. Open frequency. Communication to everything. Open. That's what O means. Okay. V. Is V vector? No. It's victory. Okay. E. E. What is E? It's energy. Okay. That's the highest formation of communication to anything through all locations. So you understand the line frequency levels of its open frequency levels, okay, through its victory, 2, its pi of its energy, 2, its interforce connections of 3. These are mortal point divisions, okay, through the simulated matrix. So you understand everything through its combination. So it's putting everything and blending everything together. And that's how it becomes its love frequency level of its line frequency, of its open frequency, to its victory, of its pi, through its energy, through its acting cycle. Okay. And you already know what victory means, right? So you use that. Each letter hybridizes to its division, and it becomes a code frequency through a portal activation. And then you send it out through your voicing grids. So it's already in the mind adaptation system through its thought patterns, people. You send it out. So that's why I'm doing the illustrations. So the illustrations are in the mind system. So you're creating, okay? But you have to be cautious. You have to make sure what you're creating with, and why are you creating? Where is it going? Because you set a location signal to a wrong division of a realm that's connected through a dark signal, because you understand space and time connects through light and dark. So if you set that division, and you set that love cycle through an acting system, through a different line sequence of a pi, that might change everything through its location of its dark system, of its circle. I know it's complicated stuff, but just be cautious on that. So basically, try to find your creative centers through its open frequencies of its mind, because everything line connects. So for example, create something in your mind. Quick, like that. Number, letter, shape. Illustration, a movement, a rock surface. Okay, a happy thought, anything. Use that to its code, right? Now, understanding to get communication with higher force of interface connection is to understand its information. So it sends down its energy and it blends it and puts it together. And then you send it out through its sacred fire. Okay? This is an extremely powerful message for everybody. That's what it is. It's understanding your creative centers through its realization, to its illustration. Okay? Because it's an illumination of an acting cycle through anything through its connection. Because your positive feeds is everything through its motivation. But it's understanding your vocabulary systems fully and completely through your balance, through its equation of its pi. So, oscillate, yeah. It's been very windy around here and it feels very personal. Okay, that's good. So you're understanding that it's windy and you feel that it's personal. So you're relating to its information of its wind. Because everything in the atmospheres, okay, connects through vibration. But this is, you have to look at through a microscope. Now, vibration looks like this, right? It's a vibration, right? But if you look through a microscope, now I'm going to go like this. I'm going to show you real up close of what it looks like. Now, this is the vibration. This is like through the naked eye. This is what I see through anything through nature, anything from atmosphere, planets, energy, intelligence systems. Now, basically, this is what I see. I see numbers. Okay? In the vibration. Okay? It's very hard to do. But anybody can do it as long as you know how to listen to your body, how to adapt to the mind, and understand how to communicate with your perceptions. And if you know how to communicate with this, you can see it through its naked eye, through its perception, and then you'll see the non-frequency level of the matrix grids through its line communication of its vibration. Okay. Something to work towards. I mean, this is going way beyond people. way, way, way beyond everything, right? But you can get there. You know, I have no doubt that anybody can get there. It's just knowing how to get there. You have to start somewhere. It's starting something new, like a new job. Wow, this is great. I'm getting a new job. I'm loving what I'm doing. If you wake every morning and you like what you're doing, keep doing it, because you're going to evolve. Don't take a job that you don't want. You're going to regret. That's not moving forward, people. That's moving backwards. And then you're going to go back into the old timelines. You don't want to do that. You want to move forward. You want to high-rise your divisions and look at your shirt. Look how glow it. It's a mechanism that high-rises on all communications of vibrations. Okay? Now, when I look at my shirt, I see the illumination of its lights. But you got to understand the matrix grids. So I'm just going to draw out my shirt, show you exactly what I see. Now, this is my shirt. Okay? That's my shirt. Now, you understand electronic interference. It has an energy wave. Okay? It goes around the shirt. Okay? That's illumination. That illumination comes from the God frequencies of its sun. Let's see here. These are red. Second system. So red. Okay? Comes from the sun. That's illumination, and it set its divisions. Okay? So you could communicate through different colorations, because the sun goes on different colors, because it's a hologram system. It is also a computer through the interface of its moon. All right? So basically, it's a wave graphing cycling system to communicate through light communication light signals. All right? So that's God frequency of the connection of the golden cycles of the sun. It's communicating with my shirt through illumination lights. Now, anything through its dark, anything through its color is its interface of its moon. Okay, and again, it uses electronic interference, and it goes over the red vibration. And that's how it casts a shadow of a portal activation. Like this. Okay. All right. So once it communicates on that level, then you have to understand everything in the center is its matrix. This goes with anything, people. Anything with nature. So it line divides. Okay. Matrix grids. Now, because it's wind cycling, you have to understand communication where it is. Okay, because the God frequency levels of the sun and the communications, the interface of its moon is not too far. They're always in its location center. They have to be in that division, right? So basically, that's where it starts. Okay, it's coming into the matrix, right? Now it changes cycling systems because the weather patterns is changing. So it's a back force wind. Okay, so that's understanding that I'm communicating with this weather pattern, right? So basically, this is the matrix through its realm division. So you know everything in the center is its number division. Okay, that's going way beyond people. Okay, that's anybody can get that. It's just you have to listen to the body. You have to understand energy, vibration, and frequencies, and how it connects to all realms of coloration patterns. So when you get into the numbers, these are numbers in the realm division. Okay, and then they become portal activation codes. When they become portal activation codes, you set its division through its illumination lights, and you send it back to its interforce connections of its God frequency of its sun through its illumination lights to its gamma ray system, to its connection of its interface of the God frequencies of the techno division of the computer system of its moon. Okay. All right. So it's incredible. And when you see these things, seeing becomes knowing, knowing becomes doing. And then when you do, you act upon it, right? But I think what it is that everybody has to really concentrate how to react on anything that you see through its perception. Because you can high-rise anything through its glowing mechanisms. Okay, so now you can't see my hand. See, watch. Disappears. See that? See my hand disappear? You can't see it, can you? Right? I have partnership now through light communication, light signals. So it's totally invisible. Okay? Visibility to invisibility. Okay? So that's what it is. So that's something that everybody can work on. So is everybody going, whoa? I mean, this is going way beyond people. I'm sorry, but it's just, because I interface with everything through relation to vibration, energy, and frequencies, through the harmonics every day. I communicate with everything. And that's why I give you guys different videos, which is fascinating. Because, it's amazing that when you come to those levels, you guys can gather that through its information, knowing that you can get there. Everybody can get there. You want to get there. It's incredible, isn't it? It's fascinating to know these things. And it just goes way, 1,000 times way beyond everything. Okay? So it's kind of like, I can stand here. Okay? I can travel back into time. Right? And go way, way back to everything through its connection. Past the Big Bang Theory, past the dinosaurs, past the planets, past the atom, past the mindset. That's what the mind does. It's going way and seeing everything beyond. It's mastering your traveling, your alignments, your equations, and your pi. So I know I'm trying. That's exactly what it is, Linda. I'm trying to get everybody to understand that you can do this. Okay, try to activate your cycles. Try to understand how to communicate with yourself. People don't really communicate with themselves. They don't take time to look at what they have on them. Okay, because everything through the atmosphere is blended. It has different coloration patterns, but it's electronic. It's the matrix. It's the simulation. Okay, it has high interforce connections of atmospheres. Okay, so when you go beyond everything through its creation, it changes everything through your body activation. It changes everything through the mind, and it changes everything through its knowledge of its intelligence. It's all about getting up to that processing, data processing, uplinking, downloading, upgrading systems. Okay, that's what it is. All right. So you should know in seconds what everything is. This could be illumination light cycle through a system of illumination white circle of light activation through its star recognition system through a material of a white graphene system. Okay. So your shirt can represent anything through dimension. But you have to understand that I'm not just communicating with my interface of its interconnection of its human vessel. I'm connecting everything around its atmosphere systems. And that's how you channel to different vocabulary divisions of information. Yeah, I'm trying to get everybody to understand though. It's going way beyond everything through the human vessel, Linda. Right? For example, to get your balance, just with yourself, okay, is to master everything of the interself, the interstellar, the intermode, the interconnection, the interforce. Okay? So it's knowing how powerful you can be through its vocabulary of its force. So when you look at your hand, you see it for what it is. Very simple. But The thing is, you have to go beyond what it is. This is activation. This is illumination. These are 5-point divisions, point center divisions. These here, these lines right here. So these lines, everything through connection. You have to understand energy and interference. So it's going way and seeing beyond the third eye. Okay, it's the third eye. And once your third eye opens every day, 24/7, then everything connects through your body activations, through its mind system. And then everything starts making more sense to you. And then your life starts making more sense. And everything around you makes more sense. And then all your awareness makes more sense. And then your focus, and then your concentration, and then your consciousness. When you learn how to uprise your conscious levels, you understand more of its adaptation through its communication of its new chakra system. Okay, it's communicating with yourself, knowing that this is just not a lens graph of illumination of a radioactive system, communication of line sequences. Okay, these are connected through lens that are all divisions, through electrical fence divisions. That's what this is. But it's a pair of glasses in a human vessel, because you're only thinking that. You have to go beyond what this is. And that's how you get its balance. That's how you get its codes, right? That's all it is. You know, my phone, for example, it's electrical box division. It's a communication line signal. It's a satellite dish through a rotation system of rectangle division through calculation, simulation, and mass division. That's what this is. See, you have to understand what everything is through its beyond of its recognition. I was studying my hand lines. See, that's it. You guys have to study more, study yourself more with yourself, right? Don't just meditate and just, you know, let energy come in and then communicate through its information. Take time to look at yourself. Try to understand what's going on with lights. This is light. This is light. This is light. This is dark. See that line strip? See that? See my hand move? Watch. See that there? That's understanding that it's a triangle, right? It's a pyramid, right? It's going way beyond. It's like seeing way beyond my shirt and going into the matrix, going into the illumination, going into the pixels, going into the center core of its atom. Okay? So that's a light signal through communication of a dark circle. That dark circle is its pyramid activation through its black surface, through its illumination of my hand, of its panel division, right? It's extremely complex, but that's what the matrix is. That's what simulation is, okay? So when I communicate with you guys, I am not communicating, okay, through the human brain. I'm communicating with the spiritual of its brain, okay, of all realms of vibration through its soul, okay? Like I said, you can't understand yourself unless you understand the real self is its soul, because that's what the soul is. And that's the soul of everything through its heart and its mind. So it's getting balanced every single day with the mind, the heart, and the soul. So when you channel to everything through communication, okay, try to do everything. Try to look at something and try to go beyond. Try to do a vocabulary different division from what it is. Now, you know this is a white graphing electronic board, right? Now this could be a rectangular based division through a portal activation code system. This can be a graphing cycle through a division of a dimensional of a computer graphing system. This can be a digital format through electronic interference. 3 different things I just told you in seconds of what that is. Everything I give you is a code through its letters, numbers, and shapes. So it's understanding what is your body activation. What speed element is it at? What acceleration mode system is it at? What is your high accelerator mode system doing as it's acting through its cycles? What are your perceptions doing through its eye division? What is your mind adaptation doing through its thoughts? What is your heart doing through its portal? What is your soul doing through its division of its traveling system? See? It's going beyond everything, people. Okay, so when I communicate with you, I'm communicating through the soul. That's me. That's the real me. Okay? It's 100% spiritual living. Okay? In a 1% universal system of a human vessel, which is the dimensional earth. Okay? So that's why we're going through its ascension. So it's understanding we're trying to get into, you stay within the human vessel, but you get into the spiritual side. So it's getting into the percentage, getting into 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. 100% spiritual and 1% physical. Okay, that's what I am. I'm all mental-physical. Okay, but that's what the soul is. Every video I give you is extremely powerful, and it's different information every single time. But everything connects through its soul, because the soul is its alignments of its past, its present, and its future. Okay, that's what the soul is, and it's very hard to connect with it. Okay, it's the interconnection to everything through information. You have to go beyond. You have to travel beyond. You have to see beyond. You have to know beyond through its intelligence. Okay, so try to do that. Try to do some illustrations. It's an exciting day. I feel really, really good, guys. At full expansion, building the relationship with ourselves. I appreciate this message, bro. Yeah, I'm glad I can help you out. Anything higher division, you go through my PayPal Unified, because you're in a line division right now through a balanced frequency level system, but your low frequencies are on a high division. But what's happening is your planet division is on a low frequency level of a dark system. Just thought I'd tell you where you are. But if you want to go through my PayPal, I can help you out with that. All right, so basically, you're going, what? What does that mean? Am I going to be okay? Yes, you're going to be okay. I'm just saying that what I see through perception is I see everything through body activation. So I just look at your solar text. It says unified energetics. I don't have to see your face. I don't have to see your body. All I see is that, then I see everything else. So that soul is connecting through your soul, through that solar text of its unified energetics. That's how I'm able to heal anything, through its solar text. And that's going beyond, people. And that's how you heal anything, through its atom, through its interface. Okay, so you got the box. Everybody knows what that is. Okay, so I want everybody, try to, what I'll do is ahead of time do illustration diagram programs. So when we get into the division, we always start with the box. The box is you, right? That is you, right? Now, what can a box do? What can a box do, people? This is going beyond anything. This is basics, grammar, okay? A, B's, and C's. What can a box do, right? What can it do? It can flip, right? It can flat. It can rotate. It can circle. It can throw up in the air and spin. So you have to understand what that box can do through all division. So you have to go beyond the mind. So basically, when you're drawing, you have to think like a kid. I know that's the hardest thing to do. You have to be a kid. You have to have the heart of a child. Heart of a child. That's the biggest thing, because the heart of the child is its soul. And then you get the center core, which is its soul. Okay? So once you understand everything through the box of what it can do through all divisions, through acting cycles, okay, then you get into the regulation of point centers. Now, regulation of a point center is understanding line division through your box. Okay, so it's understanding how to connect through the soul of its atom to its connection to its heart of its child. Right? Start with that. Know what you can do with a marker. Know what can a marker do. It's not just seeing a marker for what it is, or this is an eraser. in a human form, okay? But this is a black interface connection through a black surface through a pattern system or a platform system through communications. So basically understanding solar division through an atom system. So this marker division is a light communication light signal, okay, through its platform system. That's what this is. Because that's what I see through my perception, through its division. Okay, so it's really understanding that. Let's use the black here. Now, basically, okay, so it's kind of like the marker. Now, the marker has its atom system. You understand that. You have to understand the rotations through its marker, like that. Okay? You have to understand the rotations of what's going on with the marker. So as soon as you touch it, each energy field is its communication of its line signal to its pixel activation of your body activation system. Okay? Which is called psychometry. Okay? That's how you communicate with its marker. So you'll be able to understand how to communicate through vocabulary systems that this is just not a marker through its energy division. Okay? Because it has more than one energy field. Okay? So once you understand that, you understand the atom system unites. Okay? It goes like this. Okay? You're understanding now what an atom does, what an energy field does through its marker? Everything that rotates and cycles and circles through energy, vibration, and frequency is intelligence. Intelligence. Okay? Same thing with the box division. So I showed you of what a marker is through communications vocabulary system. So you're seeing everything through its recognition of its beyond recognition, what's happening with this atom. So it's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 atom systems in a marker system of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 divisional levels of energy fields. Okay. Now you calculate that. Calculate mass, right? Its equation is 15. Okay? Mass of calculation equation is 15. Right? So you're communicating with 15 divisional line signals of dimensions through communication of singularity line systems. Powerful stuff, people. So I'll show you that one more time. All right. Say, oh no, no more. I can't keep up. He keeps drawing. I can't understand it. But you guys are amazing. To know that you guys are amazing is just to know that you're getting better. And, you know, time is the essence. You always have time to do things, right? It's studying to everything around you through its research. So research yourself through your body activations. Research yourself through its perceptions. Research your voicings. Look at the atmospheres. Look at trees. Look at the grounds. You know? Don't play it as you just see yourself in a vessel and just think, whoa, that's the problem with civility. That's what's the problem with humanity, because nobody understands humility. Nobody understands peace. Nobody understands anything through its connection, because they forgot to know what it's like to be a child. The heart of a child is everything through its connection, which is its soul's recognition. And believe me, you get peace among everything through its being of its humble. Humble is everything. Okay? That's what it is. It line divides, it point divides everything through communication of its soul. And it protects you in all realms of colorations and patterns and anything through AI interface connections, through energy of intelligence. So I think that's good, you know. Been on almost 2 hours. Well, look at that. 2 hours, 1 hour and 35 minutes, 29 seconds. And I said almost 2 hours. That means I'm a half hour ahead of everybody. Okay, understanding line sequence through space and time through its connection of its frequency code systems. But you guys can connect through its illustrations. Try to formulate around that. Try to understand what you can do with yourself, and try to look at things in a different way. Okay, don't see it for what it is. Look at it as a different way. Try to understand how you can use these things in so many ways and forms. That's how you change your vocabulary, okay, of its clarity, of its vision, through its perception of its transformation light system, which is third eye. Okay, so I love you guys very much. Comments are great. Go through my email, go through my PayPal. I'll help you out in any way or form. This is Andy West in high-rise and computerized divisions of nanotechnology divisions of electrical systems of communications of the major systems of the computer system of its moon interface. Calling it. Bye, everybody. Bye, Linda. Bye, Unified.